What's up everyone, it's the Nomad Brad, and in this video we're going to be talking about Clickfunnels and how to add images. So let's jump right into it. So if you're going to if you want to add images, you have to get to the page editor screen, which looks like this. So every funnel has this. If you're using Clickfunnels, you should be familiar with this page. So when it comes to adding an image, you have to know, where you want to add your image, and you can either add it as an element, and if you click there, if you click the orange plus button to add a new element, then there's a couple of different options for images. I've mostly used this one. There is image pop-up, which I'm not really exactly sure. Okay, so that's if you want to have a thumbnail of one thing and then the full size picture be something else. So you can check that option out. I've actually never really done that. Another handy thing when you're using the Clickfunnels editor is just to use the search function if you want to look for something specific. I'm not sure what this is either. The image list. Yeah, that's not what we're looking for. Just wanted to see what that was. Okay, so image, this is the one that I've done 90% of the time. And it inserts an image where you're going to want the image. If you want to move it around, of course, there's the drag and drop feature that makes Clickfunnels really awesome. And then when you click on the image, that's where you're going to decide what image you want to go there. There's also some other options that you can manipulate, which we'll take a look at here in a second. So if you click on this button, it's going to open up it's going to open up your library of images that you've uploaded to your account. If you haven't uploaded any images yet, then this is obviously going to look empty, but you can search through all of the images that you've uploaded by clicking on these pages. You can search by name. If you know there's an image you uploaded a long time ago, you don't want to search through all the different pages, but it was of zebra, then you can type in zebra in the file name, and if it was named that, then it should pop up. And then any option you click on here, if you double click, then it's going to insert it in the page like that. If you click on this button again, you can change it out for a different image. And you can also, in this here, you can click search. You can drag and drop images here. So if you have them on your computer and you want to upload them to your account, that is where you would do that. So let's take an image here and drag it from my computer. Then I could upload it by dropping it there. So you can do that. That's the way. Now it's up in the cloud in the Clickfunnels account, and you can access it any other time by doing that. Now there's another option here. So that's how you get any image up to Clickfunnels. But if you don't have an image that you want to use, but you need something to fill that space, you can use the search feature to use pages, services like Pixabay, Icon Finder, and Unsplash.com. These are free images that are royalty free or Creative Commons, so they're fine for you to use on your pages legally. And there's some different options here. You can look for only photos, illustrations, or vectors. So let's say you needed a picture of a computer, then you could click search. And it says double click on the image to upload to your image library, just like we just did. So you have regular images here. If you switch the styles to illustration, then you're only going to get like digitally created illustration, like animations kind of. And if you go vector, I believe they'll be even more handmade. Yeah, so these are like drawn on a computer, basically. So sometimes your page will call for that. Let's go back to all styles, search. So that's the same. Icon finder is really good for icons, obviously. So like these are really useful in a lot of design stuff. I'm not a big design person, but if you want like these logo looking, icon looking things, they can look really cool on a sales page. If you double click that, it's now uploaded into your account and you can use it later for other pages. See, it just becomes part of your account here. And if you double click that, it goes on your web page. And so that's how the search works. Icon Finder is a really good resource for things like that. Unsplash is similar to Pixabay. So they have, you know, real images, or like I could see this being great as like a background image. And again, once you upload them to your account, you can use them on all your different pages, things like that. If you did want to add this as a background, you would do the same process. You go to background image, and now that's your background. So that could be something that you might be looking for. But let's go back and add this image. Now let's look at some of the options. So we've looked at how to add an image. That's well, I guess there are still a few others. There are some stock background, you know, things that look really good as a background. So these gradients, I've used some of these before. There's some textures and patterns that look really nice, repeated. So you can check some of those out. Particularly good if you're doing a background image. They do have, yeah, some stock images as well. They've had these since the beginning, so they haven't really updated them, but they've got a few badges here, you know, that can be useful on sales pages. It'd be really cool if they expanded these, actually. Arrows, you know, if you're doing marketing, arrows can be very helpful. You can get these like hand-drawn arrow effects, usually red. These can be really good. Boxes, again, red boxes can be pretty useful. Check marks, underlines, these can make sales pages, you know, can be really useful on sales pages. And some faces. Not really sure where you would use these, but okay. So those are all available there as well. So let's look at some of the options you have with an image. The most common thing that you're probably going to want to do with an image is just change the size. So you might want to change like the image width. Usually I only change the image width. I don't really mess with the height because it's going to resize in a way that still looks the same. I'm going to change this background back. I'm actually going to choose one of the backgrounds here. So there we go. Not the best design in the world, but we're just showing how to use things here. So let's say, so changing the size, that's how you change the size. You know, 600, okay, good. You can add a link to the image here. If you want people to click on the link and have it go to a web page or something. This themes thing is quite useful. I've used this a lot. Basically, it just adds this visual effect that you see to the image, so you can change, you know, make the images look a little nicer. It adds like these borders. This one can look pretty nice. I've used this one a lot. Just kind of rounds out the corners, makes your images look a little nicer, adds a little drop shadow if you want to do that. And then some advanced features, alignment, that's kind of some design stuff. Radius, I've never really used that, but if you want to, you can just do that if, you know, instead of using those themes. If you want to add a border, you can add a dark border. or a white border. If you want to add a shadow, which we have already added a shadow from our theme. If you want to make it fade a little bit, you can do that. And so those are the most important things. Animation, that's kind of its own thing. So those are most of the options that you're gonna use for images. And again, if you want to add another image, go back to click add new element, click image, and now all of those options are open to you once again. So, whoa, like that, and make it look like that. There you go. So that's how you add an image. That's how you do some basic options to manipulate the images. And if you want more images, Pixabay is a free place. Pexels.com, Pexels.com. It's another source. Unsplash is integrated into Clickfunnels. So both Pixabay and Unsplash should probably cover you for most images. So definitely take advantage of that. And if you haven't signed up for Clickfunnels yet and you want to sign up through my referral link, then I do offer some bonuses. You can check out the links below this video or go to salesfunnelnomad.com/bonus. And even if you do have Clickfunnels, I've got a link to a free Clickfunnels training course and some other resources and some bonuses if you want to upgrade your account through my link. So thanks for watching the video. Again, leave any questions below and I will see you on the next video.